What does the lollipop say?
Oh, the lollipop. Cherry, it's good.
Oh, we're going to have a good night tonight.
It's not actually in the game.
Hello, Charlie 1. This is 1-0.
So
Stand by for TP.
The
Out.
M6 range card isn't actually in the...
User joined your channel.
Where do we go? Oh, I think I best teleport Gibbons elsewhere.
Oh, I mean.
Okay.
I'm the only one who is not
It's
in an
fucking
IC
awesome that
slot
you can see
today.
who's actually talking on the radio.
Hello, Charlie 1. This is 1-0. Form sections in school circle in front of me. We'll have 1-2 on my left,
gather on the boss.
1-1 to my front, 1-3 to my right. Out.
Good all.
Hello, Gustav.
Let's get on this
Can I
left.
request that 1-3
wait.
and whoever left was?
Just could you poke me with a frequency that you would like on TeamSpeak?
Did I get off?
Yeah, sure, mate.
Platoon
Oh,
then?
standard Zeusnet, mate.
Nah, I'm not going to
That's the
because I
right
need
side
to
of
check
him.
if I need to teach you guys anything.
I've got.
I think I know which one you mean.
I'll poke you anyway.
I am.
Yeah, that he's on the right
I
side.
couldn't take the
wrong
Excel
side.
back
before we
though,
get
still
TP.
didn't let me.
Be honest,
Yeah,
if you
I think
yeah.
Charlie
Yeah.
doing bench is just to pay attention.
There you go.
I'll
Because as
I'll
this
be on
is
that
platoon
now.
movements,
Okay,
it's
cool. If you would like
very
to pick an area and just
important for us.
basically
You
make
can
us
see
a
what
course
it is.
essentially for
They
you.
just have to listen.
what?
You can basically just go off
Obviously,
somewhere
PMG is
and
better than
make us a
anything.
course for later on when we get to you.
Stuff, eh?
That's
Aye.
Alright, what kind of course did you have in mind?
Just
my numbers.
infantry ambushes and whatnot.
You are right. It is
Alright,
better.
sure.
Reaction and contact.
Just to
essentially.
carry
Yeah,
around.
so just a path essentially.
Yeah.
Alright, cool, yeah.
That's true, actually.
Oh, that's great.
An
I
LBS
didn't
on
expect
the
anyone to
PMG.
take back some.
Right, head over here,
I
Jack.
love you guys.
All right.
Process center.
All right, one listening.
So it goes 1, 2, 3.
All right, welcome to obviously platoon training, and as you can see, there's not much of a platoon. Right, everyone just shift west 10 paces. Lovely. Okay, so while we don't have a lot of members tonight,
User
you can
joined
at least
your
train
channel.
a core fire team worth of dudes to do the job, and obviously then your rest of your section who are not here will basically be able to follow on. So, we've also got the new Shack Tack in tonight, Shack Tack replacement.
User joined your channel.
If you haven't already noticed, there's a few differences. So, for example, if you are below 6 meters in range between another person in your section, your icon and their icon will turn orange. This basically means you're too close to that person, space the hell out. You've also got the radio pop-up. If someone's speaking on radio, normally that'd be your IC. If you point, for example, you can see orange marker on your Shack Tack. That gives you a heads up of where somebody else is pointing within a given range. Did you all guys just see that then?
No, there's just some smoke.
Hold on, it's right there. See it now?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah, right.
So you practically have to be on top of each other. I'll try to make that a little bit larger for the future. Okay. And also...
It's a bit of a wet one.
Yeah, yes, go on.
Underwood, just FYI, Lancaster's not attending. He didn't update both repos.
Rip.
He only updated the 6th home rotation.
Rip. Cool.
But yeah.
Alright then. Okay, so, and also for the final point, you have the buddy system. So, section ICs, at the beginning of, you can now designate 2 people to be buddies with one another. You then interact with them through ACE interaction, and basically through team management, designate as a buddy, I think it is. And basically you get like a new icon for them. So essentially then, that person within your section, be able to keep tabs on that person as well. Useful for recruits, but also useful for buddy team bounding and whatnot. So another tool there to designate smaller teams within your section. Okay, so that's the new Shack Tack dealt with. So, last up, you should have covered the last 2 ops, you should have covered your section formations, manoeuvres, porpoising, pre-SAR, obviously 6-section battle drills, all the good stuff in there. So RTR, fire control orders, quick battle orders, point of fire, and your fight through, and then you get onto your paces due for your reorg. So, gonna have all actual 1ICs step back, please. Lovely. Okay. We're gonna have a current 2IC stand up for me. Of course, it's gonna be Gates. Actually, we'll do Gates first. So, Gates, when you are reorging, what should the IC be doing?
The IC should be doing a sit rep back to
That is correct.
Platoon.
What do you include in that sit rep?
Kazam,
Yeah, Kazam, got that.
as well as any information about what was just done
Yeah, cool.
that needs to be forwarded.
What do you need?
As a 2IC?
No, if you're already IC in this scenario and you just said
Orders.
your sit rep. Yes, orders. Lovely. Sit back down for me. Chumley. As a 2IC, so obviously it's orientated to section, by the way. If you're a 2IC, what should you be doing in your reorg?
In my reorg. Okay, I suppose checking the angles that my section's posted at, as well as doing a Kazam for the guys.
Yes, correct. Sit down for me. So you should be checking your arcs of your section, designating their arcs, shifting people about in their positions, make sure you got the 360, and then obviously make sure you check the condition of your section, their ammo and their health, because obviously then you can relay that to your section IC, so you can send that during the sit rep. So let's have an infantry bod. Got Fader Jones. As an infantryman, give me one thing you should be doing.
Making sure I've got checking my arc.
Yeah, checking your arc.
Keeping eyes out.
Yeah, hold. Just the one thing.
maybe-
Sit back down. Yeah, checking your arc.
My brain.
Let's have somebody else. Thomas, what should be another one?
I suppose checking for ammo and casualties in preparation for Kazam.
Yes, so you're going to be checking your own personal ammo. As you as an infantry, you should be checking your own personal ammo, checking your own
User
personal
joined
health.
your channel.
And obviously, if you've been injured, you stabilise. You call out what tier you are. That way, your section CMT will know what's going on. But it's most important is you check your ammunition and obviously your equipment, being that will be your AT. So, have we got any CMTs here? CMT stand up?
Team medics.
Okay, team medics. Okay. Who's this?
Oh
Bench.
no.
So Bench. What should you be doing in your reorg?
Checking up on the guys.
Yes, so you'll be going around making sure everyone's healed up. You're also going to check your own personal medical supplies so you can relay that to the IC, so that way I can get a resupply in for you. But also, you should be staying in your arc until your 2IC or IC tell you to go around and obviously check all the dudes. Reason for that is that we don't want to leave a massive gap in our ARD when no one's watching and let some enemy walk through. So just make sure you just wait for that extra 10-something seconds before you start running around the semi-ARD. Cool, thanks Bench, sit down. Cool, so that's basically what you should have covered in the last 2 ops. So now we're going to move on to the bigger picture, so platoon manoeuvres. So, now this is going to be weird with 4 people, but maybe more easy. So, what I'm going to cover first is platoon formations. So, can I have all the sections huddled together, please, in an extended line while staying in the knee? Essentially, just huddled together. Hendrix and ICs, you can come back now.
Okay, good to know.
You can get involved now. Alright. I suppose I could use FSG for this as well. Okay. So, we have three types of... No, I was listening to your fire teams at the moment. Didn't really need you to all join up. So, we have 3 types of platoon formation. We have a platoon column. We have a platoon 1-up, or you could call that a heavy rear. And you have platoon 2-up, or heavy front. So, of those, we have 2 transporting formations, and we've got 1 assault formation, pretty much, in summary. So, we'll have... I hate that beeping. Okay, so we'll go platoon column first. Can I have 1 free come forward? There's 1 free.
You mean with my 2 members?
Yes, we... Actually, probably best not then. I thought you at least had 3. Go back.
Lundgren needs a TP, by the way.
Oh, Lundy, okay. So if Lundy's here, then actually I could use you. Lundy. There we go. Right.
Gibbons with a plane.
Okay. So just Lundy just get a slot in there? In the middle? Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Fucking...
Okay, so at the moment, we've got a platoon column. So we can have, again, within this formation, 2 forms. We have a fin and a broad. So a fin is a section at the front that would be essentially in T formation. And then the following sections will be in single file. So can 1-1 and 1-2 form up in single file behind 1-3, please? So for 1-3, we'll imagine that they have a fire team come behind them. Yep, and just have a little bit of a space between 1-1 and 1-2. There you go. Actually, FSG, could you just reinforce 1-3, please? 1-3, just step a little bit forward and let let FSG slide in. Just single file behind their extended line. There we go. Right, so basically, this is our platoon column when we're not going through advantageous terrain like wood blocks, and we're basically not really concerned with enemy approaching to our front. Sorry, single file behind 1-3. Yeah, and we essentially don't expect contact. We'll just move from A to B essentially. This is kind of like our extended, a single file moving across terrain. So as you can see, we're essentially fin to the front, but we have somewhat of a fire team at least to the front covering us. But basically using this because the terrain is essentially is bad for us to get in a broader formation. So within the platoon column, if we go to a broad, FSG for then actually going to extended line now with 1-3.
Yep.
And then 2 sections shuffle up. Hold on a second.
Microphone muted.
Look at me, big bag looking really out of place.
Microphone activated.
Right, can everyone hear me?
Like you're carrying a whole other
Yeah,
person in
Right, lovely. Okay, so 1-3 is in full extended line at the front, being as broad as possible, sweeping through. The 2 sections following can either be in their single file, again just for ease of control, or they can stagger column it. So have every odd member shuffle out. So don't forget to go to the right, here you go. So the reason for that, using a stagger column not on a road, is purely because from the rear you have now 2 gunners, 2 guys capable of providing fire to the rear. But you still are basically able to form a baseline to your left and right regardless. So it's basically broadening up, and if you do get shot from the front, you're not in a single file behind the front section, so a machine gun is not going to take you all out. You're at least divided up somewhat. Okay, so those are 2 platoon columns. We have the fin and the broad. Any questions about those 2?
Where are they used?
So basically the platoon column is A to B. Just getting the platoon from A to B, nice and simply. And between the fin and the broad is basically due to the terrain. So if we're in really bad terrain, we'll go fin, or if we don't want to really sweep through. But again, for the 2 rear sections, basically it's IC's decision what kind of formation they want to be in here. So if we're possibly a bit more in risk of being shot from the rear, I'd maybe take a stagger column, otherwise you're probably more than fine staying in single file. Matters on the IC what he wants to do. Again, as long as you're following the broad formation, IC's discretion. Okay. IC's, any questions about this?
Nah.
Lovely.
We're good.
So now we'll move on to the 1-up. So we have again 2 forms of this. We have the fin and the broad. You're seeing a pattern here. So FSG and 1-3, could you form an arrowhead, please, as best you can?
Around McCarthy.
There you go. 1-2 and 1-1. Just space back a little bit. Just give me some space.
So between myself and McCarthy, Lundgren, and whoever's got the big bag between. There you go. Perfect.
Okay. So for the fin version of the 1-up, we have the front section and arrowhead. This doesn't change between the 2 because again they're trying to be broad. The following 2 sections will be on the wings essentially. So we have 1-1 on my position here, staying in stagger column. So where I am here. Cool. 1-2, can you do the opposite on the other side, please? Okay. So here, again, platoon commander being nice in the middle. So 1-3 is currently being quite broad. Now the wings are tucked in here by being in stagger column. Now you can still effectively give fire out to your left and right by essentially just forming quite easily your baseline. But again, you've got now 2 gunners or 2 riflemen facing the rear. But again, this is not a perfect contact from the rear scenario because again, you've not got that many people. But again, it's good for bad terrain, but you still want to have more of a firepower up front. Now, within then the 1-up, you have then the broad. This is when all sections are in arrowhead. So if the 1-1 and 1-2 can form into an arrowhead, please. Okay. So, and here, this is when you're covering essentially the largest area. This is a big sweeping through formation. Again, we're in a 1-up, so we're not expecting contact, but we're still ready for it. Again, this is a big sweeping large area formation. There should be at least 300 meters between the sections here in terms of their horizontal distance. Probably best as well being at vertical distance as well.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Now here, the wings. Is my mic okay?
No.
Nope.
No.
Microphone muted.
Yeah, you're clapping out.
Microphone activated.
Is it better now?
Yes.
There we go.
Yep.
I can always tell I hear a big sigh. It's like, oh yeah, it's my mic. Right, so again for the wings, if we're trying to be broad, if we're sweeping through a certain area, because you probably tell this from our mission or whatever we're doing, that the ICs will know, okay, we need to sweep through this area, so I'll adopt a larger formation, i.e. the arrowhead. But again, if we're maybe expecting contact, IC is more than capable of making up his own mind and going, maybe I'll do a half tack instead. But again, if we're trying to sweep through an area, probably best to go for a very large formation like an arrowhead. Any questions on the 1-up?
Yes.
Yes, Hendrix. Right, there you are.
Before we had whatever the sections were doing in terms of formation to the discretion of the IEC. Do you from now on want us to be exactly in what you just told us? Or can we still... Could I go into an echelon left now if I wanted to?
Yes, you could. As long as it fits in the category of if we're in a 1-up and we're sweeping an area, as long as you have a wide formation, such as arrowhead or such as echelon left, you are accomplishing that task. As long as it fits into that parameter of that broad area, you're more than in your own right to say to do your own thing. If I think it's wrong, I'll then come on Platoon net and say, can you change to this? And then obviously it'll change.
Yeah, so that means from now on you'll add the broad or thin to the formation for the platoon?
Yes.
Okay, here, copy.
Just give us a bit more structuring. Now again, if terrain is getting bad up ahead and I can't see that, the leading section is more within their right to call in form up in thin or form up in broad, because they'll know what's going on in front, or they'll inform me and I'll advise what to do. Any questions? Lovely. Underwood.
Are we doing this on a more of an assault basis, or again just a travelling basis as well?
A 1-up is not used in an assault. This is again, it's more travelling but more sweeping. So we're being more aggressive in this one, yes, but we're not expecting contact, or we're not planning to go into contact currently. That's why we have our 2-up.
Righto.
We've only got one section at the frontier, so it leaves you a bit exposed, doesn't it? Broadly speaking, you're not really alone, but you're more exposed than the other sections are.
Mentally, I am.
Right, any further questions? Lovely. So we'll now transition into a 2-up. So can 1-1 and 1-2 push forward, please, in your arrowheads.
Is he standing on floor?
Push forward a bit, please. A bit more.
A bit more, a bit more, a bit more.
Keep going, keep going.
A bit more.
And that's good enough. 1-3, can you hear me? Yep. Okay. So, we have our 2-up. This is our assaulting formation. We're expecting contact from the front, and we'll position ourselves like this because we want heavy forward, both sections up, ready to fight. So here, this is our broad formation. We're again sweeping a large area. We're trying to dominate that ground. So again, we're pushing forward in arrowhead. Again, sweeping through that terrain. Now 1-3, they can be an arrowhead up the rear, again sweeping through, expecting a heavy contact rear, or they can adopt a half tack if they so wish. Now, if, for example, now this is probably the one I would always go to, because we don't know if we're still going to get contact to the left or right or not, but there's then a heavy forward, or a heavy T. So can both 1-1 and 1-2 form an extended line, please?
Aye, I'm Banch.
Underwood, you still hear me okay?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, there we go. Got there eventually.
Yeah. Okay, so here is either heavy forward, or we could call this a heavy T. So at the moment, actually, Underwood, can you form up in a staggered column behind me, please?
Yes, mate.
Thank you very much.
Perform it off of Lundgren. Sorry, McCarthy.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so here, you can see it was obviously if 1-3 were a bit bigger, you would be able to see that this resembles a very large T. So this is particularly useful when sweeping through wood blocks. When obviously you don't get hit in the face by things, and obviously it keeps 1-3 nicely tucked in the middle. But obviously it's a bit vulnerable to the left and right, but we do have 1-3 there capable of moving to react, but the sections at the front are a bit vulnerable. So this again is more of a particular thing, but it's something we have available to us as well. Any questions here? You probably want to wait a second because all I can hear is helicopters. Peach, could you make them go away, please?
Just what's it called? This information.
Said he wanted to ask a question.
There's a 2 up with staggered column, then extended line, I believe.
Just a second, mate. I literally can't hear a thing.
Right. Heavy team on the.
You had a question too, right, Hendrix?
Yeah, actually. Hendrix-san? Okay, I'll move over here to so everyone can hear me. So, ask your question in yelling, please, Hendrix.
So, I didn't ask it before, but my question in this case is, if we would take contact from the left or right, would then the section closest to it up front, would then they move into a bell formation, or would they hold and wait for 1-3 to move there?
We'll come on to that later. That's literally the next not next point, sorry, it's the following point is the reaction to contact. However, you, as whenever we come into contact, a section essentially counts as an individual entity at that point. You still do your same section drills in RTR. So if you get contacted left and extended line, it's a bit shit, but again, you still form your baseline facing an enemy, regardless of what anyone else is doing, because you've got to keep your guys alive, and you've got to get the maximum amount of firepower on that target, so I can then maneuver other sections around you. That make sense?
Yep.
So obviously 1-3 in this case can simply just go hard left and form a baseline, immediately get that fire up to assist you, and then I'll maneuver them properly.
Roger.
Did somebody else have a question? McCarthy, was it you earlier?
No, it was me, but I got it answered.
What was the question?
The name of this particular formation.
Ah, right, yeah.
I got an answer.
Yeah, cool. Cheers, McCarthy.
My question was answered as well.
Lovely. Right, is there any question for 1-2? Yet. Lovely. Okay. So again, this one's a bit more particular, a bit more to be used when we definitely know there's an enemy to the front. But again, I probably wouldn't use this purely because it gives us a bit vulnerable to the left and right, but it's something we can use if we need be. Right. Is everyone happy with that, what we covered? The platoon formations, the column, 1 up, 2 up.
Actually, quick question.
Yes, Banch?
So, if we're doing a 2 up, wouldn't it be smarter then for the front left section to do a half deck left and the front right section to do a half deck right, so that we have enough coverage both forwards and to the sides, and then keep a space in between for the section behind to be able to push up in the middle if there's contact in front?
There should always be spacing in the middle for the rear section to come through. So that's why there should be 300 meter spacing between you, regardless of like left and right. Sorry, of horizontal and vertical spacing. In regards to forming in half tack, the reason this exists is basically to have both your front sections already established to receive contact from the front. And in regards to being half tack, that would come underneath your broad 2 up. Now, personally, I would say I would prefer the broad 2 up because that just makes sure that our flanks can't be fucking flanked. However, this heavy T is to be used basically when you're in bad terrain, heavy wood block, and also when you know they're definitely from the front, and they're not to your front, to your left or right, basically. So I'd say 6% of the time we're going to be adopting a broad 2-up.
Gotcha.
Does that answer your question?
Yep.
Lovely. Any further questions? Lovely. Can everyone reform school circle? We'll have 1 3 in the middle, 1 2 on my left, and 1 1 on my right, just here. What time do we have? 10 to.
Let's shoot.
Yes, we'll be shooting very shortly. So those are our formations which will be in. So very quickly, because these basically aren't news to anyone, you've got 4 types of platoon maneuver. Can anyone give a go of answering one? Just one? Anyone? Or was I going to start picking?
Blank. I don't know.
Flex and flank.
No, that's a form of attacking. I'm on about maneuver.
Okay.
So it's a form of assault. But we're going to that. Just a second.
Microphone muted.
The leapfrog.
Microphone
Yes,
activated.
Duffy, you are correct. We have leapfrogging. Can anyone else give me another one?
Bounding.
Bounding, yes. Any others? What's the final one within your sections?
Board by fire.
Healing.
Healing, yes.
Oh god.
And we have our normal one, which is basically we're just walking normally. We're just advancing within the formation. We're not expecting contact. We're not currently engaged by anyone. So we would basically just continue walking forward as normal. So those are your 4 types. Now, with the bounding, if we imagine we're in a 2-up currently, the bounding would be if you imagine again, you've got 300 meter spacing for your sections. Your rear one would push up between the 2 at the front, and then the 2 on the wings would then push up. Again, that's bounding. With the leapfrog, the one in the rear would push past the 2 front formations, push past them, form up, and then again that will be followed by the 2 wings. With the peel, that will be a bit more elaborate, but again, that's essentially just same as doing your sections. One section would move, follow through by another. ICs, does that make sense? Because you'll be command and controlling that.
Question.
Yes?
So will we a single bound, would that be 300 meters then?
It would have to be, yeah. If you've got your spacing correct, it should be perfectly 300 meters, but again, spacing is not always perfect. But again, you should always be looking for good cover to get into. So if you wiggle that by about 50 meters either way, but as long as you try and get into some good cover.
So, but I guess we could go while, so to speak, if the middle section is bounding up to the forward 2, we could do, the middle section could do a section bound, or leapfrog then, I suppose. Or should they just run all the way?
That matters if you're underneath effective enemy fire. If you're under effective enemy fire, I would advise you do standard section maneuvers. Because again, how you get from A to B is again up to the IC. If you're not under effective enemy fire, get into that position as quickly as you can. But if you are under effective enemy fire, then you want to start using your own maneuvers, like your bounding, your leapfrog, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Right. Just to make sure this is understood, can I have 1-1 right here? Again, extended line, shoulder to shoulder, and then we'll have 1-2 on their left, 1-3 on their right. And do about 10 meter spacing just to simulate that you've got 300 meter spacing. See, that's good. That's good there. That's good there.
On the left.
Yeah, so in a 1-up essentially. So if you go back a little bit underwood. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. So if you imagine here, this is about 300 meter spacing between you. So if we come into contact, but it's a bit far, we want to maneuver ourselves into a better position. I call platoon start bounding forward. So we'll have 1-2 and 1-3 bound up in line with 1-1. Alright, then they've moved forward, then 1-1 do the same. And again, it will just repeat itself like that until I call hold. Right, hold there. Alright, so now if we are leapfrogging, again, trying to cover a large amount of distance, 1-2 and 1-3, leapfrog past 1-1. Cool, and then push past 1-1. And again, ICs here. When you are manoeuvring this, one, you've got to be aware of your own section spacing, but you've also now got to be aware of the platoon spacing. So Underwood, as his section's begun to converge towards 1-1. That's an additional thing you need to be concerned about, is the overall picture. So make sure you keep your 300 meters, and that's going to be a lot of jiggling around for the section ICs.
Would it be worth then, whoever the first sections are that are bound in, say a degree that they're bound in, or the one up front, say that they're heading a certain bearing? So then, if you've not got 1-3 and 1-1 converging onto 1-2's position in the centre, kind of thing.
Is that really making a difference? Because we'll move up.
It's mainly to the case of if I'm meant to be bounding up and I'm bounding at a bearing of 100, I eventually end up right next to you guys.
No, because you can see where we are, so just move to the right.
So Hendrix is correct there. There's no need to overcomplicate it. It's just basically awareness. So all you've got to do, Underwood, is look at 1-1. Are they too close or are they too far? That's all you need to do. But in terms of what direction the platoon should be travelling, I should set that at the beginning of, like, we're heading south-east, for example. And then 1-1 will move off, and then if I have to adjust them, I'll adjust them. But otherwise, these sections should be adminning themselves here.
Question?
Yes?
Is it also you calling off the prepare and whatnot, or what's the communication going on in this scenario?
Well, again, there should be no manoeuvre without fire. So as soon as I start basically saying, this is our direction, we're going here, platoon, prepare to bound forward, I would then obviously designate which sections will be the first bounding and which one will hold fast. At that point, I'll give you maybe a 30 seconds warning, and then I'll say, this section and this section bound forward. They'll then push off. And it's then their responsibility to call on the net 1-2, 1-3, set. At that point, you should then have the own initiative to continue the movement at that point. I should be hands off at that point. Because unless I say stop or give you a different order, you should just basically continue with the movement, just like you do in your fire teams. There shouldn't, as soon as the first Charlie fire team prepare to move, Dow give current fire, Charlie move. As soon as that Charlie's moved off, everyone should be going into automatic mode after that point. There should not really be anything on the section net at that point. It should just be automatic from that point on. That make sense, Hendrix?
Yeah, should I still say like 1-1 Charlie set?
Yes, I did say that.
Is it just set, or also the prepare and the bound in and whatnot?
No, that's within section. So for you on the platoon comms, all you have to say is 1-1 Charlie set out.
Yeah, they don't want to know when we step off then.
Yeah.
Switch it up.
Cool. So, and obviously I don't think I have to show you really peeling. Here it would just be a case of platoon prepared to peel left, and then obviously I'd give 1-3 the go-ahead. They would start moving around. Then probably it's not going to be so much as a rapid manoeuvre, but it's enough to get us out of the AO quickly. Any questions on that? Lovely. Okay. Reform. Just huddle in. Let me just give Gustav a warning. Hello Zeus, this is 1-0, message over.
Anyone else enjoying that the grass is muffling still?
Go ahead and send it over.
Is it muffling?
People
yeah, whenever you hide behind certain small bushes, you get muffled by it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
1-0, will you be ready for us within 5 mics, over?
Also, while we're at it,
I certainly will.
1-0,
Are we gonna-
roger that, out.
Are we going to practice this on large scale first?
You async around the fader.
We will be, yes, but I'm just making sure he's ready.
This is his,
large scale.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, cool.
Well, I mean,
About
you've...
large.
Yeah,
That
you've large
little
scale.
guy.
Okay.
I'm assuming, Jones, you've teamed with me.
Okay, so now we have the
You got
platoon
icons.
attack. Fader, listening?
That's what.
Now, I'm not going to go over your fire rates, you should have covered that in your last lesson. But we've, broadly speaking, we've got the two methods. We've got the one we've always done, which is the one will SBF, one will provide...
Dad.
Spittle, do you mind if I head off
What was that?
and test the new Chinook with flight?
Clip saved.
Yes, Peach. And also, Gibbons, you're on yelling.
I knew Mikhail would want to hear the can open.
Yeah, but the platoon doesn't. Right. Okay. So we've got the standard one we've followed so far. We've basically gone SBF, that would be in the section in contact. We've then got the section who's in the rear, if we're in Tuck, for example, they'll position themselves to provide a closer in SBF, and then the section that's furthest away will then perform the assault. We've all followed that previously before. Is there any questions on that scale of manoeuvre on the platoon assault? Cool. So that, I would say, is we're going full in on that point. We're going full into that section attack. We've got 3 sections involved. However, if, for example, the contact we've received is not that severe, it might be just 2 guys, there's no need to manoeuvre 3 sections to take out 2 guys. So again, proportionality. At that point, it's the same drill for the person under contact. They would still go firm and provide SBF. However, the second section would simply be the assaulting section in this point. And then the rear section would essentially just hold fast there and just perform as a reserve section and rear guard. Now, also the reason why they would also stay in reserve is that when we get the new mod in for ammunition, they would be bombing up at this point with ammunition and rounds. But more on that later. Okay. So is there any questions on those two? So we'd have our... basically, it's going to be dictated by me commanding on the platoon net. I'll basically say what sections they're doing and what their orders are. So is there any questions on that?
I assume that's based on the sit rep from the...
On the contacted section, yes.
Yeah.
So obviously, from the section in contact, I would still expect in this example, 1-1 Charlie in contact, wait out. We'd all then do our get into cover, and then await his his contact report. He then give me a contact report. We have 2 times hostiles on this hill, blah blah blah, this grid. And then I would say, okay, cool. 1-2 and 1-3 begin maneuver that way, blah 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 blah. But again, it's mainly command and control on my end. So is there any questions on this? Lovely. We are now going to go into live fire and practice this, because we've done this once before, but also I think it's time to get some shooting going.
Oh boy, time to use my 5 mortar shells.
Yes, FSG. So FSG will be providing a local gun group with the GPMGs, but also some smoke, so if we require it. So obviously if you do require smoke for whatever maneuver, or if you see some ground which is particularly open that you need to get through to be quick, then obviously call that into me. I'll then relay that with the grid for FSG to launch some smoke and hopefully provide some sort of smoke screen. Or I'll preemptively do that. Is there any questions with what we've covered? The platoon formations, platoon maneuvers, and the platoon attack? Lovely. I'll call him Zeus. Hello, Zeus. This is 1-0 message over.
Guys, keep in mind I'm still new,
go ahead and send your message.
1-0. Where is your course located? Over. Yes, Peach.
No,
if you let me know where the course is located, flight's going to come over and pick me up and let it up anyway, so we can transport the platoon there.
Yeah, Roger. Call in HLS and sort it out.
Yep.
1-0. Say again, grid over.
I didn't mention a grid. I said I could put down a teleportation pole for you if you would like.
I do on my...
1-0 negative. Flight has offered to Chinook us over, so if you can give me a grid, I can relay that to
I am new.
Peach. Over.
And we don't have Williams there. Williams is better than the mortars than me.
Alright, helmet's on now.
Understood. Stand by for grid coordinates.
My helmet's always on. I'm a man.
It's on.
Grid is as follows: 084070.
Yeah, I can do that right now.
1-0 Roger. Grid is as follows: 084070. Over.
That is correct.
1-0 Roger. Out. Peach.
Yeah, give me the grid.
Yeah, grid is as follows: 084 break 070.
I could remove it,
okay, cool. Thank you.
Interaction and then do a signed buddy on him.
Alright. 1 IC's coming. Actually, 2 ICs as well.
The new shack tank. Once you've done that, follow me.
He's not ready to make that decision yet.
Is that Underwood? Oh, yeah. Yes, it is. It's Lundy.
Just waiting for Lundgren. Yeah, he's just coming over now.
Alright.
Lundgren over here.
Spittle, do you want 2 ICs here for any particular reason?
Yes, because I want to tell them the same thing I'm going to tell you.
Okay. Vance, Jones, both head over.
Oh, you have 2 ICs, okay.
I still haven't picked one.
Okay. So, chaps, obviously for you, mainly be the ICs, because obviously 2 ICs should be controlling the firefight when they come into contact. But obviously remember to call in your section in contact, wait out, and then send me a contact report. Obviously in that contact report it follows the acronym SALTER, so it's the enemy strength, their activities are basically what they're doing, they're basically shooting you at this point. Their location, that's a grid. Obviously provided with a marker as well, there'll be bonus. Don't need time because that's redundant, and actions on what are you doing. So obviously if you're in the contact session, you're basically providing SBF for the platoon at that point. Or what do you intend to do? And then agencies requires. That's basically, do you need the entire platoon to go and assault that position because there's too many there, basically. That makes sense?
Yeah, can you repeat the acronym for me, please? Strength, activity.
So, SALTER. This is a SALTER report. So it's strength, activity, location.
Hello 1-0, this is
Stand by.
Zeus. Message over.
1-0, send over.
After you have landed at HLS Riding, proceed east to the intersection near hill marker 352 to start your course. Over.
1-0, Roger. We shall proceed east to hill marker 352. Question: Where do we proceed after hill marker 352? Over.
One private went for an extended leave.
After you have reached the intersection at that hill marker, you will proceed along the road to the east, and after that I have posted signs which hopefully will help you determine where to go. Over.
Okay. 1-0, Roger that. Out. Okay. So, I'll continue. So, Salter, strength, activity, location, time. That's redundant, so I don't need that. Actions on. So that's basically what are you doing as a section to combat the enemy? Or what do you intend to do? And then agencies required. That is basically, do you require FSG mortar support? Do you require smoke? Do you require another section to maneuver around and assault the enemy? That kind of thing. Basically, it's what your recommendations are at that point. And obviously, if it is one dude, you can say, I will go and assault that enemy by yourself. You can, but obviously that's during your assessment. You've got to relay that back to me. Any questions?
Fisticuffs off this man. Fox doesn't study. He barely does his work in his first
Alright, basically we're getting flight in. So, where's the HLS on our position?
South, I believe.
Lovely.
Pizza.
Okay, so I will basically go back to your section, just let them know what we're doing. We're basically going to go to HLS Riding. We'll then proceed east to hill marker 352. We'll then set ourselves up there, and then we're proceeding east along the road. I will probably have another formations with the wood blocks on our flanks secured as well. But broadly speaking, we'll be following east somewhere. And apparently it's going to be signs, so keep an eye out for signs. Right. Brief en route. 1-1 takes out south to HLS HLS Style, please, and begin setting up an ARD for HLS.
And then I move to FSG and I don't carry a mini anymore. I feel so sad because I just carry
HLS Style. Alright.
I can hear you
Yeah. Take us out in platoon column.
Just gave the one I think away.
Just so you know.
Yeah, continue. What were we saying?
No worries, Bill. I was going to talk to the chaps.
Oh, what was you wanted me then?
You're alright. I'll log into buddy team with you, so if anything happens that we need to buddy team, I'll be
Roger that. During
chill like
platoon training, I could hear you guys dusting off from the fucking airfield, but I'll keep my ears peeled. Over.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. You are free to push off to HLS Style and begin setting up ARD at that location, over.
1-1 Charlie, yep, doing so now. Oh.
Hello, Charlie 1, this is 1-0. Follow on in platoon or that order. Out.
It's extremely faint.
Sunday got a little bit of training.
I'll just join on now, I guess. Or are we...
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. You shall form up on the south side of ARD, out to you. 1-2 Charlie, you shall form up on the northeast arc of ARD, out to you. 1-3 Charlie, you shall form up on the northwest side of the ARD. 1-3 Charlie, acknowledge, over.
1-3 Charlie, acknowledge. Out.
Mr. Blue Sky, don't tell us why. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Yeah, let's actually do that in defeat, thank you. Is this the new Chinook, Peach? Peach, is this the new Chinook? What? Is this the new Chinook?
Yes.
Do you want to tell FSG to get in first? Yeah, obviously you're in link with FSG.
So that video that you sent me, I've just noticed it's like nearly a minute and a half long. Is that just a minute straight of some guy getting rattled by a mortar team, is it?
No. It's a full hazing thing for 3 people. It's hilarious.
I'm kind of curious to see this now myself.
Only the base plate part.
Only the base plate? So they don't actually get the tube?
No, he doesn't get the full tube. He gets the ball joint, the base plate, in his ass. Then another one has to stand and be the stand. And then another one has to load a beer can. All completely naked.
I mean, sounds like a fun Friday night.
Yeah.
Who's quiet? Oh, I'm gonna be giant.
Yeah.
This thing has a lot of doors in it.
I'll do it, I'm sending it to you now.
Oh, yes, mate.
Do you have anything else, Hendrix?
Yeah.
Hello, Charge 1, this is 1-0, PTS, out. Vehicle. Radar.
Clear on the rear.
Yeah.
Kelly sounded like a Mortal Kombat announcer over there.
D-Bus. Hello, Charge 1, this is 1-0. We will be proceeding east towards grid 087071. On the way, we'll perform a platoon 1-up. 1-1 Charlie, take us out, over.
I also like the fact that it flags on the track if somebody's on the radio.
Yeah, it does. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Acknowledge my last, over.
1-1 Charlie, acknowledged, out.
Hello, 1-2 Charlie and 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-0. As soon as 1-1 have pushed out a sufficient distance, 1-2 Charlie, you shall form up on the left wing of a Fin 2-up. Wrong. Fin 1-up. 1-3 Charlie, you shall form up on the right. 1-3 Charlie, acknowledge, over. Let's move.
1-3 Charlie acknowledges. Out.
Alright, we're gonna be in A.
Wrong net.
They're really not under. They're really under strength, aren't they? Pole 1-1's had very good attendance last couple of ops. Do you think so, Gibbons?
Sorry, what?
I said Paul 1-1's had low attendance. They were pretty good last couple of ops.
Yeah, well, they've obviously just had Pelly go to flight, Williams go to FSG, and then Miles not attend, and somebody else is on AAR.
Big rip.
So, yeah, they're struggling a bit.
Right, let's go check the positioning.
Yep. Well, vehicles.
1-0, this is 1-1 Charlie, message, over.
1-0, send over.
1-1 Charlie, should there be a friendly Ural in this area, over?
1-0, that's not a Ural, that is a man truck. 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Hold fast on your position on the wall. Maintain your distance out to you. 1-2 Charlie, flank round on left. Investigate that man truck, over.
1-2 Charlie, roger that. Out.
Yes, please. Hello, 1 free Charlie. This is 1-0. I wanted to push into that wood block to the south, approximately 200 meters. Hold our right flank, over.
1 3 Charlie, roger that. Is that just south of 1-1's position or south of my current location now, over?
1-0, south of your current location, over.
After 6 months of not mowing it, and I live in
1 3 Charlie, roger that, on the way now. Out.
Fucking climate right there.
I've got 8-6 on the right.
Alright, Gibbons, just don't mark them up currently.
Yeah, I'm not. I was just flagging it with you. That's why I said it. So,
I want to see how we react.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Now, don't get me wrong, but I think. There.
Okay.
Depends where you are.
Can't promise.
If you're in like the forest.
I mean, obviously, if you want to move up, let's go now while I'm not on the drone.
Yeah, right. Move to the tree block on the left.
Because obviously I have to sit still when we're on the drone, so. I can put the mini cam on.
Is that a start line? Where's the start line? Look.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hello, 1-0, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over.
1-0, send over.
1-2 Charlie, seems that the man truck is just laden with British supplies, over.
1-0, roger that. Wait out. Gibbons, I'm just moving up. Actually, hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Push to your north, 100 meters. Start forming up there in the tree block, over.
1-2 Charlie, roger that. Out.
Bill, it wasn't heat 6, it was a tree hidden behind another one.
Millions of pounds worth of equipment outduped by a tree.
I mean, you tell me why trees sharp and white hot and white hot.
Okay. So this seems to be some ammo. Happy. Yes?
Not that I'm not on Platoon now.
Okay.
So,
right.
It's practice for them.
Okay.
So am I expected to go and race someone?
Hello, Charlie 1. This is 1-0. We'll now be pushing east, broadly speaking, handrailing the road, forming our centre axis. 1-1 Charlie, push out now, over.
1-1 Charlie acknowledges out.
1-2 Charlie and 1-3 Charlie. We shall now form a broad 1-up. Stand by to move, over. One, 2 Charlie and 1-3 Charlie. Acknowledge my last, over.
1-2 Charlie, acknowledge. Out.
1-3 Charlie acknowledges. Out.
Go, Hendrix. Go, God.
Richard out.
No. No, you're more there. Yay, I'm a winner. Hello, 1-2 Charlie and 1-3 Charlie. This is 1-0. Push off now east, over.
1-2 Charlie, roger that. Moving out. Out.
1-3 Charlie, roger that. As I'm a bit further back, I'm going to start sprinting up a bit. Over.
1-0, roger that. Out. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Contact report,
I'm with
over.
1-0.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Contact report, over. 1-0, 1, nothing heard, out to you. Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Advance east and advance on contact, over.
1-2 Charlie, roger that. 1 times contact in front, will assault, over.
1-0, roger that, out to you. Hello, 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-0. Advance east 200 metres and guard the southern flank of 1-1, over.
I imagine. 1-3 Charlie, roger that, pushing into the southern block now, out.
I believe 1-1 has suffered a casualty in the 1 I see. Go for it. Hello, any 1-1 Charlie call sign. This is 1-0. Respond, over.
This is 1-1 Hendrix taking over as 1-1 Charlie, over.
1-0, roger. Sit rep, over. Contact.
1-1 Charlie, 2 times. Section members are down. I'm taking contact within 50 meters to my northeast. I'm currently in grid 090071, over.
1-0, roger that. Do you have a grid on enemy position, over?
1-1 Charlie, that'll be grid 091072, over.
1-0, roger that. Out. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0 additional. Withdraw from your current position, pull back 100 meters, over.
1-1 Charlie, roger that, out.
Gibbons, I am withdrawing 1-1, prep to move.
Hello, 1-0, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over.
1-0, send over.
1-2 Charlie, continuing assault through, come across half section of Russians, over.
1-0, roger that. Advance through contact until you reach the end of the tree line to your east, over.
One, 2 Charlie, roger that, out.
Hello, 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-0. Push northeast 100 meters, take up 1-1's position, over.
1-3 Charlie, roger that. If I push northeast, I'll be in the tree line south of them. Is that where you want me, over?
1-0, A firm, 1-1 is currently withdrawing out of that position, over.
1-3 Charlie, roger that. Pushing up to tree line now, out.
Spell, sit rep.
Send it.
So 1-1 got hit hard, contacts were less than 5 meters away from them. I engaged 3 times contacts, they are dealt with. I have Hendrix still with me, he's bringing over 1 times Gates now, and I'm working on Thomas. We're maybe 50 meters to your west. To your east, sorry.
Yeah, roger that. I think I've got eyes on you.
Checking pulse. Yep, got a pulse. Right, I'm coming to you.
That. Equivac, checking airways.
Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Have you fully fight through the enemy position,
Tell me
over?
when I need to stop, yeah?
That's fine, yep, stop there, mate, and I'll
1-2 Charlie, we believe we're coming out to the end of the contact here. Nothing further, just push through, over.
1-0, roger that, out to you. Hello, 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-0. I wish you to push to grid 092070, over.
1-3 Charlie, confirming 092070, over.
1-0, confirm, over.
1-3 Charlie, roger that, heading over that way now, out.
Is it just me or is the end log walking off?
Gates, tier 4.
It does that.
Roger.
Heart rate went.
Did you get headshot?
Mm-hmm. All of these guys have died from headshots.
Alright.
I'm gonna pick Thomas clean for
Thomas isn't dead.
Alright, Hendrix, I'm just going to send you a transmission for practice.
Yeah.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Sit rep on section, over.
One with Charlie, we pushed back to grid 089071, 2 times tier 1 being healed by our hero. Waiting for orders, over.
10, roger. What is your current combat strength, over?
One with Charlie, combat strength is just me, green, over.
10, roger. Wait out for orders, out. Get rid of these spawn-free markers.
Hello, 10, this is 11 Thomas taking over from 1 Charlie. Over.
10, roger, out. Hello, 12 Charlie, this is 10, set rep, over.
12 Charlie, holding at marker in grid 092072 for other section to catch up, or 1-1 to catch up, over.
Okay. 10, roger. Is enemy being completely destroyed, over?
12 Charlie, seems that that there is no longer any enemy presence in or around the road at this moment, over.
10, roger that. Platoon, prep to move in 2-up in current configuration, out. Gibbons, what's 1-1 strength?
2, mate, I've got the guy up.
Roger, are they ready to move?
Yep.
Okay. Hello, Chai 1, this is 10. Platoon, prep to move. We'll be continuing our present course of dead east. Out. Point. Hello, Chai 1, this is 10. Platoon, step off in broad, 2-up to the east. 1-3, you will control pace. Additional 1-3, once you reach the next woodblock, you will then transition the platoon into a southeast direction, coming in line with RV1. Acknowledge, over.
13 Charlie, roger that. Stepping off in 5 Sierras, heading with a weapons lowered pace, over.
10, roger that, out.
Smell, heads up. I've just got to check the Russians. On the move. They're all tier 4.
Say again, Gibbons?
Just went over and checked all the Russians. They're tier 4. Nothing to be gained.
Roger that. Mikhail? Mikhail here? Oh, there he is. Yeah, Mikhail, I've lost Peach, so I've got literally no comms with you. I've just realised. If you want to get on 69.2, mate.
Short range, yeah?
Yeah. Right, so I'm just going to step off, platoon's moving off to east.
Yeah. My drone is...
Check.
Right, check, okay.
Roger that.
Somewhere around us. There it is. Yeah.
Hello, 10, 12 Charlie, message over.
10, send over.
I mean...
12 Charlie, seems there's a potential roadblock on the road here, doesn't seem to be manned, over.
10, roger that, out to you. Hello, Chai 1, this is 10, hold current position, out. Hello, 12 Chai, this is 10, can have a grid and marker on the enemy roadblock, over.
One, 2 Charlie, marker coming up in 2 seconds. Roadblock is in grid 095072. Over.
10, roger, out. Okay. Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Push into the roadblock and take up that position, over.
1-2 Charlie, roger that, out.
So looking close. Hello, 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-0. Move 100 meters east, position yourself in the middle of that wood block, providing a blocking force, over.
1-3 Charlie, roger that, on the move now, out.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. What is your current strength, over?
2 until they get their reinsert.
Damn it. Oh, they're coming in via helicopter.
1-1 Charlie,
yeah.
Is 2 men in Hendrix, over.
1-0, roger that, out. I don't get how that they didn't identify that as a roadblock unless it's just like a very fancy roadblock.
Yeah, I mean, it's just 2 signs.
Yeah, I was thinking, why they call it a roadblock? I was expecting bunkers here.
Spittle message.
Send it.
Apparently times 1 reinsert waiting to come in, Chumley's online to flight now, what do you want done?
Roger, if you can designate a HLS, I'll secure it.
Hello, 1-0, 1-2 Charlie, message over.
1-0, send over.
1-2 Charlie, set up a road block. Doesn't seem to be anything of importance here, just a few road signs with stop pointing towards the east and north, and a small shack with some Taiwanese cardboard boxes, over.
Disregard that, reinsert's been dropped off at HLS Riding, it's quite a distance, so...
1-0, roger that, 1-2. Proceed for your given route, push to the 1-2 SBF marker, over.
1-2 Charlie, roger that, moving out. Out.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie and 1-3 Charlie. Continue on your move into your designated positions next to RV1, over.
1 Charlie.
Roger.
Spit acknowledged last. 1-3 Charlie on the
Yeah,
nose.
roger that,
Out.
McHale. I was just dealing with a lot of Platoon comms then. Yep, so she's coming in via riding.
Yeah, it's a fair way out.
Yeah, roger.
It's where we got dropped off.
Yeah, that was a fair walk. Ooh, I wonder if he's going to do the classic Zeus trick of I'll just nab that person.
I mean, I fucking love this one.
Yeah, it's a good little thing, isn't it? I think...
Well,
is it the Raven?
Yeah.
That's the one Hardwick brought it in. It was broken originally.
Yeah, the thing is as well, though, that I like about it, is that it gives me something else to do when I'm not medicing. So, like, between me and Pete, we can just share it.
I think in Sea Dragon I shot that thing down quite a bit.
Sorry?
I think in Sea Dragon I shot that thing down quite a bit with like a rifle.
That's the only way you can kill it with a rifle.
Yeah, I know. So you can just hear it buzzing from
You
underneath.
can't lock onto it with anything else.
Yeah, you just hear it buzzing.
What, the drone?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I was Russians in Sea Dragon I could just hear like a small buzzing. I think it's because the McFly was having it at a very low altitude.
And also, should be advised there is a vehicle audio off to the south-southeast of our current location. Unknown if it's friendly, over.
Yes, please. 1-0, roger that. 1-3, advise prepping of AT just in case it is hostile, over.
1-3 Charlie, roger that. Unless it goes southeast of our current location, we are ineffective to take it out, over.
1-0, roger that, out to you. Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is
Coming up this way,
1-0.
northwest.
Push east to the edge of the tree block, see if you can get eyes on the main road, over.
1-2 Charlie, it's coming closer at the moment.
Yep.
Our position now should be pretty good, prepping AT as we
Break,
speak.
break.
Over.
Hello, Charlie 1, this is 1-0. Confirmed BTR. If you have a shot, take it out.
Scratch that BMD.
I've not brought in the AT. Gibbons, get behind a... Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. It's come up close to your position. Advise using of AT, over.
Do you want that dealt with?
Give it 30 Sierras. If the sections haven't dealt with it, then go for it. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Do you have 80 to deal with this combat, over?
Charlie, just used AT on the chat. Over.
1-0, roger that, out. Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Pull back from your tree line, assist 1-1 with these dismounts.
1-2 Charlie, roger that. Over Vic taken out by AT, over.
That's a Vic.
1-0, roger that, out. Hello, 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-0. Push to the southeast, 100 meters, set up a snap ambush along that road, over.
1-3 Charlie, roger that, pushing up southeast now, out.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-2 Charlie. Message over.
I hear sounds. I don't like sounds. I thought I did. I think it's been taken out.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-2 Charlie. Message over.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Respond, over.
1-1 Charlie, this is Gates coming back. Oops.
Alright. 1-0, 1-1 Charlie, be advised your section may have been neutralised by BDRM. Advise pushing the position, assess the situation and report back, over.
1-1 Charlie, doing so now, over.
1-0, roger, out. Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Push and sweep through that armoured vehicle's position, ensure no active hostiles, and assess the situation of 1-1, over.
1-2 Charlie, in contact with 2 directions, over.
1-0, roger, where's contact, over?
1-2 Charlie, contacts are coming from north and southeast. We'll mark on the map in seconds, over.
1-0, roger that out to you. Hello, 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-0. Push north, assault enemy, over.
1-3 Charlie, be advised if I push north, I will be engaged by that southeast contact of 1-2 on my right side. You'll be pushing through to the southeast contact instead, over.
1-0, the contacts to 1-2's southeast should be dislocated 100 meters to your north. Engage them, over.
1-3 Charlie, as previously said, there is dismount on my east, which is 1-2 north-southeast. Can I push through there first? Over.
1-0, roger. Engage those hostiles, over.
1-2 Charlie, roger that, pushing it out. Out.
Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Are you capable of dealing with this contact, over?
1-2 Charlie, not going to be able to take out all of this by ourselves. Requesting either platoon support or FSG, over. Bench.
1-2, this is 1-1 Charlie. We'll move up to support you, over.
1-2 Charlie, roger that. We'll update 1-2 marker out. Peter, you up? Position.
Bill, it was 2 times sections worth, by the way. Contacts are still up. Bill?
Relate to
Shit.
Section RPG.
I think Spittle's down over there.
Hello, all stations, this is 1-3 Charlie. Be advised, 1-0 is currently unconscious. I will be taking over. 1-2, be advised, there is a contact on the road about halfway down by the RV marker. 1-3 is also on your southeast location. 1-1, can I get an update from you as to how you're currently standing with members? Over.
1-1, we've got 3 members, and we are coming towards the contact markers to your north.
046.
Hello, 10 Bravo, just 12 Charlie.
Yes,
Urgent message over.
10 Bravo, send message over.
12 Charlie, we will need to pull out from our position as we are getting assaulted heavily here. Permission to withdrawal, out.
Hello, 10, this is 13 Charlie. We got contacts to the east. 100 meters out, over.
Pulse, come on.
Roger that. All stations be prepared to port back from your current locations, heading back up the hill northwest if you are under contact. Hold off for a moment as 13 needs to push up first. 13, start breaking off on your original onto your original positions, and I will call out for 12 to start moving momentarily. Over.
Alright, Rog, I'll cover it.
Peach Gibbons, you on net?
Not sure who's up Underwood.
Bugger me sideways. What's your position like from where you are, Mikhail?
Dog shit, mate. We're trying to find somewhere better.
Roger that. If you can, you could potentially go to... what's your actual location now, saying that?
Current grid is as follows: 096, break 073. We're up on the hill, we're trying to cut round on their east.
Do not understand how you move whilst...
Roger that, what's your eyes like down the hill towards the smoke?
Same as before, fucking shock, and that's why we're currently repositioning.
He'll be up in a sec.
Got ya, do what you can. The section should be pulling out now.
Before I can move.
5-2, roger that. We'll deploy mortars and drop smoke on that position.
12 Charlie, message over.
10 Bravo, send message over.
12 Charlie, are we withdrawing and how far over?
13 Charlie, try to push up just to the roadblock, get a defensive position along that road there and get eyes out. Be aware 13 is currently in the trees off to the southeast of the 12 marker as well, so PID when they're pushing up. Over.
12 Charlie, roger that, setting up at a roadblock with
Okay,
2 times tier 1. Out.
Mikhail?
Mikhail, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I'm dropping smoke to give the section cover on the fallback.
Roger, cheers, mate. Like I said, we are pulling back now to the northwest.
Banch, once you put him down, can you mark our fader up for me?
Hello, 10, this is 13 Charlie. Message over.
10 Bravo, send message over.
10 Charlie, we are on 13 marker just south of the platoon command marker, over.
13 Charlie, 10 Bravo, roger that. If you can push off through your proven route, start heading off towards the roadblock location, but I will mark up where I want you to hold momentarily. Over.
Charlie, roger that. Additional, we've taken contacts in this area, but they're down. Over to you.
Nothing like giving yourself some morphine, is it?
10 Bravo, roger that. Just pull back and get into position. I'll mark momentarily. Out.
Make sure you give yourself a shot of Effie at the same time, otherwise it'll fuck you.
You're right, right.
I don't ask why, but it does.
Okay then. Happy as well.
Disregard smoke.
Hello, 13 Charlie, 10. This is 12 Charlie, message over. Hello, 10 Bravo, this is 12 Charlie, message over.
10 Bravo, send message over.
12 Charlie, one-time section member unaccounted for. Are we good to go and try and collect him? Over.
10 Bravo, if you believe you can do a section assault up to his location and you are positive as to where he is, feel free to start moving up there now and recover him. Over.
12 Charlie, roger that, moving in now. Out.
And patch.
Hello, 11 Charlie, this is 10 Bravo, message over.
11 Charlie, send message over.
10 Bravo, can I get a head count from your, and also where your location is, and potentially get you to reposition to a position to help 12 push up? Over.
1-1 Charlie. Yes, we're currently at the 1-1 marker at the roadblock, and we have 3 members. Our.
1-0 Bravo, roger that. If you can provide some SBF for 1-2 as they push up to recover their guy, that would be much appreciated.
Do your rounds and then come grab me.
Roger, will do.
Hello 1-0, this is 1 to Charlie, message over.
1-0 Bravo, send message over.
1 to Charlie, we're currently at the 1-3 marker, holding over.
1-0 Bravo, roger that. Hold position there and keep eyes out for any potential attacks on your angles. Out.
Pulse. Good. BP. Good. Here, have an epi. I don't know. Maybe this will work.
Hello, 1-0 Bravo, this is 1-2 Charlie. Message over.
1-0 Bravo, send message over.
1-2 Charlie, found missing section member, fully tier 4, pulling back now. Over.
1-0 Bravo, roger that. When you get back, set up a defensive position, hold off for northeast arc, and we will wait for potential reinserts momentarily. Out.
Hello. Back to me now.
Gibbons?
Yeah, mate.
Have we got Peach up?
Fuck.
Peach?
Yeah.
Peach isn't with us.
Oh, isn't he?
No.
Oof.
Am I good? Am I good?
Yeah, you can go now, mate. Underwood, can I'll ask you to do me a favour a second.
Go for it.
Okay, and you walk outside that building and shut the door quickly.
At all stations, disregard shot. Out.
You can come back in now.
No idea.
I needed him to have something wrong with him so I could heal him.
I mean, I got bollocked for that, so we'll see how that plays out.
I mean, that is genuinely the only way I can think now to heal him, because there's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah, that's exactly what was wrong with me earlier in previous op.
Jones with this is left.
Saline going in.
Further up the road a bit.
Come on, Spill. Underwood, can you get hold of Banj and see whether he has any King LTs on him?
Yeah, we'll do.
Hello, 1-2 Charlie, message. This is 1-2. Fucking up wrong.
Spittle, I'm just gonna fucking zap.
Hello, 1-2 Charlie. This is 1-0 Bravo. Can I get Banch potentially over to the roadblock to assist 1-0 Mike? Over.
1-2 Charlie. Roger that. Only problem is Banch is off station due to bio break. Over.
Roger, don't worry about it.
1-0 Bravo. Roger that. Out.
Bill, if you can hear me, mate, fucking, can you go into Zeus and heal yourself? Otherwise, I'll just have to put you down.
Charlie, I'm sending McCarthy over to you to assist with the wounded. Over.
1-0 Bravo. Disregard last hour. Tier 2 has gone into tier 3.
Right,
no.
just patching now, McCarthy.
Right, okay, that was weird.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Phil, sorry. Like, I've done everything that I could possibly do to fix you.
Yeah, you.
Couldn't do it.
Right. Underwood, sit rep.
There you go.
I pulled all the guys back. They've got themselves in defensive position. 1-3's in that tree line there. Mikhail is set up around this roadblock, as is 1-1, and I believe 1-2 should be up the hill there with eyes onto the northeast and into the south location where we got engaged from. So basically, we're in a defensive position in this location.
Okay, so if I'm going to move all these out of the way.
2-3, this is wipeout message. Over.
So is that broadly speaking how the sections are deployed?
Give or take. No, so 1-3 is down in this wood line here. Oh, down here.
Oh yes, sorry, it's because your markers are here. There we go.
Yeah, so 1-3's there.
Platoon 3, is there any chance
1
we can get
and
a
FSG should be there. 1-1's down to about 3 members, I believe, and 1-2 should be around here with a defensive position,
Underwood.
all aimed around here somewhere. Yes, mate.
1-1 has never been more than 3 members.
Oh, that'd be one then.
Okay.
I got a head count from Gates and she said she had 3, so I was like, oh, okay, must have lost some members.
No,
60 mil mortar rounds as well.
Okay, Roger. Where was the... Oh, right, hold on. There you go.
These 60 mil, yeah?
Oh. I don't know.
No, they're not. They're 81 mil.
I can hear a beeping.
That's Gibbons' thing. It triggers me as well. Right, is there any enemy contact left in that wood line?
That I know of, no. 1-2 went to push out to go and rescue one of their guys, but they didn't get engaged on the way there or on the way back.
Alright.
So we could potentially be clear here.
So, however, though, where was the enemy coming from? From what I could tell, was it like this?
So we had 3 vehicles pushing up this road here. 1 vehicle is neutralised here. Another vehicle is obviously neutralised right in front of us, and I believe another vehicle is around here. Maybe I could be wrong, or I don't know. It could have been there.
Okay, so basically, there's some things.
Helicopter is friendly.
Right.
Yeah, around here somewhere.
Hello,
was where
1.
we were basically
Hello,
going.
Charge I1. This is 1-0 back on station. Out to you. Hello, 1-2 Charge. This is 1-0. Does the road travelling to your northeast does it have continued walls along its path? Over.
No, apparently.
I'm going to push up to my section.
Roger. Thank you, Underwood.
1-2 Charlie, that's a negative. It's got some walls along it, but only for about 100 to 150 meters, after which it opens up into a clearing. Over.
Alright. 1-0, Roger, that's out. Mikhail?
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm going to hold fast in this crossroad. What I'm going to do is get a 2 peel going on to the northeast along this road, into this tree block up north. Once 1-3 comes up behind you, you are free to push off, and then I want you to establish yourself somewhere around here, grid 096, 055, somewhere around there. Right, just let 1-3 pull behind you. Gibbons? Gibbons, I'm going to push off that road northeast. Hello, Judge 1, this is 1-0, Platoon, prepare to move out.
Still need those 60 mil rounds, we're not going to do anything on the next point.
Yeah, Roger.
60 mil smoke to be precise.
Right, defeat. Yeah, Duffy, what's going to happen is we're going to get Platoon to peel through your position along this road behind your position into this wood block. We'll redeploy in the north. We're then going to sweep down on this enemy position, clear through that wood block, any enemy that remains.
Okay, just so you know, me and Banjo pushed up to the most southern red marker to try and collect Fader. We did not encounter any hostile activity there.
Yeah, right, I think they are dealt with, but I want to do it just for the procedure drills. But it's cool anyway. Cheers.
Because there were about 6 dead Martians around Fader, so...
Yeah. Oh. There we go. Hello, Charge I1. This is 1-0. Platoon will now form a platoon peel. 1-1 Charlie and 1-2 Charlie. Hold fast in current position. 1-3. You would move first. Push northeast along the road behind 1-2's position into your northern positions in grid 097, 074. Acknowledge over.
1-3 Charlie acknowledges last. Be advised, I'm also hearing shots off to the south, potentially at the reinsert birds that are just coming over.
Alright.
1-1 Charlie acknowledges that.
1-0, Roger that. 1-3. Out.
2, 1, go!
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. As soon as 1-3 passes behind you, they should be followed by FSG. As soon as they've crossed you, give them 30 Sierras and push off yourself to your position. Acknowledge, over.
1-1 Charlie acknowledges that.
Have you got any first aid on?
I'm not sure.
I'm putting 500 mil saline in me. But...
Actually, hold on.
Right guys, hold fast for now, we'll be the last ones to move.
Oh, there it is. It's behind the bush.
Just follow the road north from the roadblock.
Yeah, but underwards, just keep pushing along here. There's like a wall following up and good shrubbery, vegetation cover. Just proceed that into the woodblock.
Cool. Yeah, I believe there was shots off to the south as well of us.
Alright, we're moving now.
Yeah, roger that. My intent is to clear this woodblock to our east first, make sure that's clear, we don't get fucked in the ass. We'll then proceed around to the south, see if there's anything there.
Roger that.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. FSG have pushed off, you are free to move, over.
1 Charlie acknowledges it out.
Oh, wait, okay. What the hell I looked to you, Miguel? It wasn't told me it was the gassing. Yeah, I'll put your position up just in between 1-3 and 1-2.
Yeah, roger.
Yeah.
Any fucking word on the 60 mils? Because if you want to smoke on whatever objective we're doing, then we need them.
Yeah, roger, I'll try and sort that out.
I'm stealthy. Yeah.
On yellow.
Yeah, mate. Just push off to your position and I'll try and get two.
Okay.
Chumley, is it worth trying to get Flight to reinsert this ammunition, or should I just spawn it for him?
There's 4 fucking pilots. I suppose we can do Flight if you want.
Yeah, cool. If you can get them to do some 60mm mortar shells and smoke.
Okay.
Gates.
Alright, set off to
Damn it.
the left of the road along one of the walls.
No, Gates, yeah. You crossed in front of 1-2's barrels there, then Gates, make sure you're in the left here.
I had no idea that they were there.
Yeah, push off behind, so yeah, keep pushing to that wood block.
Oh, goodness.
Alright, where did you guys go? I was bleeding.
Wait, what? Gates, keep going, you gotta go to your position.
Oh. What? What position?
Check your map. Yep.
Thomas.
Did you pick up a pack?
Thomas.
A negative.
Oh,
Keep
to
going.
heal me.
Hello, Endurance 1-2 Charlie. 1-1 has passed us. Are we free to move off? Over.
1-0, roger, over.
1 Charlie, rush that. Out. Alright, let's go.
I can't seem to select you, Gibbons. There we go. I don't have anything to heal you.
Okay, don't worry.
Alright, let's get away.
I might need to ask you to do it with magic later.
Yeah, roger. Hello, 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-0. As soon as you arrived at your position and set up, can you get me a marker and grid of the rough position of the enemy contacts to the south? Over. Woof.
Monster Charlie will do. We'll be around somewhere of my marker now.
Roger.
Out.
Might be now, actually. You see our mark now? Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Hendrix is going to be heading off shortly. It's going to leave 1-1 with 2 members. Is it okay if I push them into your to you and then you act as essentially 1-1?
Yeah. Do you want me to just take over or?
Gates is trying to be practicing her 1 IC, so if you can act as 2 IC or just slot in for her to manoeuvre, that'd be great.
Alright, roger.
And obviously help her out with any tips and tricks.
I thought you were C-clamping your gun.
Roger, Val, we'll head over 1-1 marker ready to group up now.
Roger.
How long are we going for spill?
I'm thinking do 1 more contact and we'll call it.
Yeah.
1-1 Charlie, set out.
You want me to send the drone up or not?
Yeah, let's get Smiley then.
Alright.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Be advised, I am reinforcing you with Foxtrot 5-2, over.
1-1 Charlie, acknowledges, thank you. Out.
Spittle, we're waiting on the 1-1 mark.
Yeah, roger that. If you can just basically join in with the group, that'd be grand.
Which way are we going, Spill?
At this point, wrong now.
Which way do you want me to go?
We are going to basically sweep through this tree block where we took the contacts from.
What, to the east? North
to
east?
south.
Roger,
South,
I guess we're
right.
getting on
Coming
the
around.
next channel then. Got it.
I don't know the 1-1 channel.
It's 1-1-1.
Probably get that.
Bill, can you heal me quickly? I'm bleeding.
Hey, hold on. I'll just use
You're
you.
not. Calm
Okay,
down.
thank you.
Hello, Chai 1, this is 1-0, prepare to move.
Ignorance and stupidity. Ignorance. Chumley turning on the 1-1-1.
Alright, Spill, you hear me?
There we go. Heal.
Thank you. Can you hear me on there as well?
Yes.
Or do you want me to talk inside?
No, I can hear you on there. I'm back in there.
Okay, I think we've still, from what I can see, I can make out. Well, maybe not. I did have heat signatures, but it looked like they've just been Zeus.
Alright, roger. Well, we'll proceed anyway. Right. Hello, Charlie 1. This is 1-0. We will be proceeding in a 2-up with 1-3 and 1-2 up front. We will essentially be pushing forward 100 meters and then swinging in direct south, clearing through the tree block we took contact from previously. 1-3, as you come around the bend of the tree block, you are to hold fast and allow 1-2 to swivel around you before calling off to push direct south. I have marked up positions for our final arrival. 1-3, acknowledge my last, over. I really minced that fucking
Charlie
transmission.
acknowledges in position now, just waiting for 1-2 to swivel around me now. Out.
Okay. Hello, Charlie 1. This is 1-0. Push off now in 2-up. Out. Let's go. Gibbons, I'm on the move.
Yeah, Roger. I'm trying to get my drone to move.
Whoa. Lundy, where's Underwood position from you?
To my right.
To your right.
Oh, when you said on the move.
Hello, 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over.
1-2 Charlie, send message over.
Is he not swiveling around?
1-2 Charlie, swiveling around now.
well.
We'll be in line with you in about 5 Sierras, over.
1-2 Charlie, roger that. I'm keeping eyes on Shaq. C-tab anyway, but thank you for the heads up. Out.
It was meant to be a jump.
Terrible jump. Fucking.
Mikhail, are you with 1-1 currently?
He's off on net, mate.
Okay, because for some reason I can see him on C-tab and he's in front of 1-3 currently.
Yeah, I saw Jumley ahead of me somewhere.
Right, okay, so they should have all rolled in with 1-1. Concerning. You can step off now.
They're going to be direct east of us momentarily, yes. They are currently in
Right. Hello, Chai 1, this is 1-0. As we start pushing to the south, we are attempting to clear through this tree block, and we'll use a broad 2-up. Out. Let's go. Things are going boom boom.
Apparently so.
By the way, Gibbs, I don't think I've seen the server twitch past 46 FPS.
I've had a really good FPS, mate. Like, at some points I've actually had 60. The more, like, the closer to schedule we are, the less frames I have, but it's never dipped below 30.
Hello, 1-0, this is 1-3 Charlie, message over.
1-0, send over.
1-3 Charlie, be advised, vehicle has exploded off to our southwest, unknown of what cause has made this happen. Do you want me to push over to investigate or continue heading south, over?
1-0, negative. Continue on present sweep through tree block, over.
1-3 Charlie, roger that, continuing to push south, out.
Wait a second, I picked up the team. Move.
What's happened? Move on.
Eyes on.
Chumley?
Bandit?
Why are you not with 1-1?
I am in 1-1. We fucking ended up moving out here early because we didn't realize that the markers had moved, so we thought this was 1-1's current pause.
Can you... Okay. They should be on your position now.
Anyway. Marker now.
1-0.
Out.
So, bro. 1-2 Charlie, 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 1
gates. Make sure you keep your section together.
1-2 Charlie, arrived at marker. Out.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0, prepare to move. Out. Right. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. You will leapfrog past the platoon, forward, cross the road, and push into the adjacent tree block. Acknowledge, over.
1-1 Charlie, acknowledges, over.
1-0, roger, out to you. Hello, 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-0. Do you really have eyes on the burning vehicle? Ooh.
1-3 Charlie, I have not got eyes on, but my point man is being engaged from somewhere around that location, over.
1-0, roger, if it was just the round that came through it, that's cook off, over.
1-3 Charlie, roger that. Do believe that it is being engaged by something though, as we're hearing shots off into the distance of south and west, over.
1-0, roger that. We've got reconnaissance inbound. Out. Yeah, Gibbons, you scout the southwest, please. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Sit rep, over.
1-1 Charlie, sorry, we're moving now, out.
Come on, speed. Wait, my long range changed. Where's my long range change? Oh, it's because I've died. Okay. Hello, Zeus, this is 1-0, message over.
This is Zeus, go ahead and send your message.
1-0, just be advised, I am coming to sweep this wood block and then proceed to the southwest where my platoon suspects there's further contacts. I would just surmise that there's probably one more contact left for the night, over.
Yeah, sure, sounds good to me.
Right. 1-0, roger that, out. Say again your last, Gibbons?
Said nothing within a 250 metre radius of the cook-off.
Roger that. I'm going to push with 1-1 in leapfrog.
Yep. No, that's 1-1. That's Gates just past me.
I won't be on net for a sec because I've got to move with the numpad. I'll be back
bound in between us?
Yes, but...
Technically, yes.
Skittles here.
But actually, no. Right, well, I'm going to follow their proven route, so, Tiara.
Okay.
Looks like I've got contacts.
Hello, 1-2 Jar, this is 1-0. If you can shift your section to southeast, just guard this left flank, over.
Yes, Bill, I've got...
1-2 Charlie, roger that, shift to southeast. Out.
Send it, Gibbons.
Hello, 1-0, this is 1-3 Charlie, message over.
1-0, send over.
1-3 Charlie, be advised, I have got eyes on them. Contacts originally stated. They are in the town south of us in Shakhovka. Grid square 096065. I've got eyes on the BTR, will mark up momentarily on map, over.
1-0, roger that, out to you. 1-2 Charlie and 1-3 Charlie, prepare to move, out. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Sit rep from your leapfrog, over.
1-1 Charlie, set and ready to go, over.
1-0, roger, hold fast. Rest platoon will maneuver around you. Out. Okay.
Yeah, BTR and potentially a section's worth of infantry.
Roger that. Hello, 1-2 Charlie and 1-3 Charlie. Progress to the southwest. push through 1-1's position and move up in a 2-up broad. Over.
1 to Charlie, roger that. Out.
1 to Charlie, roger that. Moving now. Out.
1-0, 1-2 Charlie, additional. You'll be controlling the pace of this 2-up. You will then to shift south and proceed to your markers. Over.
1 to Charlie, roger that. Out.
Switch these to group.
Two, but we are pretty much on top of them now anyway.
Yeah. Underwood, if you just sprint up a little bit, it seems that 1-2 is a little bit further ahead.
Yeah, I'm down to 2 guys by the way, because one's gone on bio break.
I mean, this is yours.
Yeah, I did say I'd just leave him there, but yeah.
This is meant to be a platoon training.
Yeah, he said you needed to disappear for a bit, so I said I'll just leave you there and you can catch up. But
Hello.
Platoon training, Gates. It's meant to be platoon training, and I don't have a platoon.
I know, you're stuck here with nobody, just a couple of
Hello,
skeleton
1-2 Charlie,
crews.
this is 1-0. Hold fast current position, allow 1-3 to catch up and get parallel with you. Over.
1 to Charlie, roger that. Out.
BTR's not moved.
Also, Gates, you're well, basically you step off when you've got your position in the 2-up.
What, send your message over?
So, once they're both ready?
Well, they're
Hello,
already
1-2
pushing
Charlie,
off
this is
forward,
1-3
out,
Charlie,
so you're
message
basically
over.
meant to tagging on.
1 to send it over.
Alright, let's move.
One to Charlie, be advised we are on the 1-1 marker now, pushing
I'm
up
pushing
on
up
your
Gibbons.
western side. Feel free to continue moving. Out.
1 to Charlie, start on the C-tab. Out.
Gibbons?
Yes, mate.
Yeah, remind me when we actually get in position. I'll spawn us down some AT so we can have some boom booms.
Say that again, sorry, teacher's radioing me.
Oh, really? I said, remind me when we get into position. I'll spawn us down some AT so we can get some boom booms.
Yeah, roger. Might want to know whether you want them to paradrop. They want to do a paradrop supplies out of the Chinook.
If they can land it on 1-1's position marker, that'd be grand.
Yeah, roger.
If they can do it high enough so they don't anger the AI, but then again, I suppose that's a test, isn't it? Hello, 1-2 Charlie and 1-3 Charlie. Once you arrive at position, I would like to press forward slightly and reconnaissance that town in front of us. Additional, there should be a 1x BTR and a section worth of infantry at current time. Out. Right, okay.
Alright, so flight want to give it a go whether they anger the BTR or not.
Yeah, Roger, I say do it so we can actually know what's going to anger them or what range.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do get angered because there's 4 Chinooks.
Ouch. These people don't understand the concept of Raki.
Hello, 1-0, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over.
1-0, send over.
1-2 Charlie, pushed up closer to the town, are unable to get any eyes into the town due to
Gibbons,
elevation.
careful, they're
Over.
reconnaissing the position there.
1-0, this is 1-1 Charlie, message over.
1-0, wait out. 1-2 Charlie, Roger. Does your position offer you a better SBF or fire position? Over.
1-2 Charlie, not really seeing that due to that elevation. We don't really see anything in the town except for the roofs and maybe some side buildings over it.
1-0, Roger. Is your avenue of approach good for assault? Over.
1-2 Charlie, that is quite debatable. I would advise maybe moving up to further south to 204 if you want us to assault. Over.
1-0, Roger. Way out. Out to you. 1-1 Charlie, send over.
1-1 Charlie, we had a slight mishap going too far past our marker, but we're in place now. Over.
1-0, Roger that, out to you. Hello, 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-0. Progress of Recce, over.
1-3 Charlie, I am about 50 metres away from the edge of town, have got good eyes into the town itself, but cannot see the section worth of infantry walking around. One of my members does have potential to take out the BTR in a stationary location, and we can also give a semi-good SBF for 1-2 should they push up that hill into the town. Over.
Okay.
I'm marking the position.
1-0, Roger that. 1-3. Hold fast that current position. You shall take out the BTR when I give the go-ahead for assault. Out to you. 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Push south to marker 204. Set up to assault enemy town from the east. Over.
1-2 Charlie, roger that. Moving out now. Out.
Hello, 1-3 Charlie, this is 1-0. Additional on last. When you take out the BTR and suppress the 4 positions, you too will also assault from the north. Out to you. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Move out of your current position and set up approximately 100 meters to the left side of 1-3. Over.
Well,
Yes?
markers are accurate.
Roger. Hello, 1-1 Charlie. Acknowledge my last. Over.
1-1 Charlie acknowledges. Sorry, out.
Actually.
That's
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Cancel my last. Move to 100 meters to the right side of 1-3. Over.
1-1 Charlie acknowledges. Out.
Break. We have got 1 times Gaz heading into the centre of the town, pushing off towards the east side where 1-2 will be engaging. Over.
1-0, Roger that. 1-3. Is it going to break your position? Over.
1-3 Charlie, negative on that, but we have just seen some dismounts on the eastern side of the BTR location between 1-2 and said BTR. Over.
1-0, Roger that. Are you capable additionally of taking out the Gaz as well? Over.
Wait, are those 50 cals or are those?
They are grenade machine guns.
4 times infantry dismounted the gas.
1-3 Charlie, apologies, I lagged and did not hear your last. Can you send again? Over.
1-0, I say again. Do you have current... wrong. Do you have a way of taking out the Gaz as well? Over.
1-3 Charlie, negative on that. The Gaz has hidden itself behind a building. Over.
Okay. 1-0, Roger that. Out.
It's still mounted as well.
Yeah, Roger. Okay. Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Are you ready for assault? Over.
1-2 Charlie, set, ready for assault. Out.
Okay.
I've got laser.
Hello, Charlie 1, this is 1-0, 1-3 and 1-2 performing assault. 1-1 will perform SBF. 1-3 and 1-2, you are encouraged to use smoke if needed. Out to you. 1-3 Charlie, engage BTR. Over.
1-3 Charlie, roger that, engaging and kicking off now. Out.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, 1-0. If your current position does not provide a sufficient SBF for 1-3, you are encouraged to push through the tree line, locate the west of the town until you find an appropriate position. Over.
1-1 Charlie acknowledge. We're already doing so. Out.
Alright. Gibbons. Oh, cool. Gibbons.
Yep.
Here's some AT. There's some AT there. Also, should we go have some fun?
I mean, yeah. Why not? Flight on their way, by the way.
I mean, they're late.
Yeah, they said 5 minutes and just told me now, so let's go and bust the gas.
Hello 10, this is 13 Charlie, message over.
10, send over.
13 Charlie, be advised I have got one tier 1 on my 13 Marco.
Here.
Unconscious, and I'm able to get 10 Marco over to his location, over.
10, roger that, en route already, out.
Here they come.
Get down, mate. Roger. Withdrawal out of that position, over.
Charlie, roger that. I'm gonna pull Thunder with me. Out.
Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Are you capable of fulfilling this assault of this village, over?
1-2 Charlie, roger that. I'm able to continue assault, over.
1-0, roger that. Out to you. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. You are free to move if necessary to support 1-2, over.
1-1 Charlie, roger, out.
Say again?
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-2 Charlie, urgent message, over.
1-1 Charlie, send message, over.
1-2 Charlie, you're shooting the hell out of us, over.
1-1 Charlie,
Magazine.
roger, out.
Back in. Gibbons.
Yeah?
So it makes me think that 1-1 has just taken out all of 1-3. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Please relay to your section Sigma that we are in desperate need of reinsert, over.
1-1 Charlie, problem, Chumbly is tier 1.
Oh.
Over.
Lol.
1-0, roger that, stabilised. 1-0 Mike will be inbound shortly, out.
1-1 Charlie, never mind, sorry.
There will be no smoke for HLS surprise, and be advised there will be no gun at the HLS and DQ, over. Reinsert on their way in. Because I can multi-roll like a boss.
Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Surrender, over.
1-2 Charlie, pushing up to the crossroads, continuing assault on the rest of the town, over. 1-2 Charlie, taking extra contact from southwest, over.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Be advised, you have contacts danger close to your southwest, over. Hello, 1-1 Charlie, this is 1-0. Message over.
1-1 Charlie, send message, over.
1-0, be advised, you have danger close contacts to your southwest. Advise putting a fire team on that arc, over.
1-1 Charlie, acknowledged, out.
He'll be up in a minute.
1-0, this is 1-2 Charlie, message over.
1-0, send over.
Be advised, 1-2 is coming but effective only one surviving member.
1-0, roger that. Hello, Chai 1, this is 1-0. Withdrawal out of current position, withdrawal to your previous positions, over.
Yeah, Spittle fired up that way, don't mind.
Okay.
Come on, Underwood. Order looking after you now. Stopped me
Hello,
being able to
Chai 1, this
shoot
is
scouts.
1-0. All call signs, acknowledge my last, over.
1-1 Charlie acknowledges out.
Do you want us to get picked up, Spittle, or just...
Yeah, I acknowledge the
Want to acknowledge out.
Yeah, roger that. I need us to be hot extract at HLS Surprise.
Roger. Widow 2-3, wipe out message, over. Widow 2-3, be advised, 1-0 is requesting pickup or extract from HLS Surprise.
Contact. Behind Shack, behind Shack. Pull in, pull in, pull in. Contact, danger close left. Shack.
Got a grenade.
He's down. Let's go, let's go, let's go. White smoke, pop it. White out. Lundy, move, move, move. Lundy, move. God damn it. Lundy, ignore that. Move, move, move now. Come on. Gibbons, prepare to move.
Yeah, Roger, let me grab him.
Gibbons, Lundy, peel back.
Carry.
Okay, Lundy, you can be a buddy with me.
Yep.
Give me a second. I'll sprint back.
Lundy, take over. Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. Once you've pulled back to your assault position, progress north to FRV, over.
1-2 Charlie,
moving.
Copy that. Out.
Set, move.
Set, move.
Moving. Set. Lundy, move. Right, pull out. Withdraw, withdraw, withdraw.
Yeah, I'm shot.
Smoke going out.
Yep.
Let's go. Peeling. On the move. Hello, Chai 1. This is 1-0. All call signs move to FRV now. Over.
Pulling out.
Spittle birds are on the way.
Roger that, ETA.
They're on their way ASAP. So just get HLS Surprise ASAP.
Roger that, we're pulling back to FRV now.
I told him it was a fighting withdrawal, so.
Hello, 1-2 Charlie, this is 1-0. ETA until FRV, over.
Zero, this is 1-2, ETA is 5 minutes. Over.
1-0, roger, why is it so long, over?
Trying to bring a PT bench with me.
1-0, roger, if he is injured, pick him up. Additional, what is your current location, over?
Current location is 1-2 marker. East of town.
1-0, roger that, push off north now. 1-0, Michael, intercept, over. Out to you. Hello, 1-3 Charlie and 1-1 Charlie. I've just moved your markers to the south side of FRV. Push there, provide security for 1-2 to push past, over. Lundy, hold here at 1-3. Push to 1-3. Hold here for 1-2. Because 1-2 apparently going to take so long.
We're at reference
Gates,
0,
hold on this position.
067.
Understood. We're holding
Pull
on this position, yes.
Lundy, go take over the 1-3 markers located to the southeast. You're in 1-1
We're
position
actually
currently.
one marker. I'm gonna pass out in like a second.
Spittle, what's the ETA on FRB?
Well, we're still waiting for 1-2 to extract. Apparently, they've got banned. Could you get in there and assist?
Yeah, the flight is circling. Want to know when to land?
Yeah, roger that. I'm just waiting to get 1-2 out, and then we're going to push off to FRV and then push on to the HLS. I can currently see Bandage being carried by Fader. It's currently located to my southeast right now.
Where's 1-2?
1-2 is right there.
So I'm just quickly stitching up London.
Cool. I'm gonna give myself some saline.
Hold on. Hello, 1-2 Charlie. This is 1-0. Push on straight to the FRV and then onward to HLS. Way out.
You know the HLS is directly to the west
Wrong.
of the FRV.
Push directly to HLS. Surprise, just been moved. Progress northwest. Over.
Right, you're all stitched, mate. So just the saline. I'm giving you 1,000 mil now.
Roger, thanks.
Alright, do you want me to call him in now?
Copy that. Out.
Yeah, roger. Bring him in. Lundy, break down your position. Push off the HLS Surprise.
Say that again.
Push off the HLS Surprise now.
Watch.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie. This is 1-0. Hold on this current position, providing rear security for Platoon the mount of HLS Surprise. Over.
We're pushing off to a HLS.
1-1 Charlie, acknowledges out.
Hello, 1 wrong. Hello, 1-2 Charlie and 1-3 Charlie. Move to the mount and immediately to helicopter. Over.
1-2, roger that. Out.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie. This is 1-0. Start bounding back your section towards HLS Surprise. Over.
1-1 Charlie, acknowledges out.
Hello, 1-1 Charlie. This is 1-0. Double time to the airframe. Over. Yeah, roger, do so. Mount up. Are you last man?
Yeah.
So get in. All in, dust. Dust to get in. Flight fuel gonna contact left.
Dave getting a wrap gun.
I really hope there's some footage of us flying into that fucking thing. Just hearing it giving me a stiffy.
Minigun's pretty sexy.
I mean, I'm more into that GPFG at the moment.
Is this the new jet design?
It is, yes.
Oh, it looks fucking cool.
Don't even talk to me about the GPFG, it makes me rock solid.
I mean, the guy who's being at the back, no hands in it, just like squatting. It's pretty hard as well.
Yeah.
Makes it look like it's coming out of his crotch.
So you know when like just look at tensor and then pulls on the trigger.
Yeah.
You know when the samurai are preparing themselves for
Real big
the Jedi. It looks like one of the fucking samurai preparing for fight. He does. Give it a quick follow.
While the flight markers come up.
This
Debus, debus,
Debus,
debus.
debus. Hello, Chai 110 from Herringbones in front of the hangar.
I just want to let me get.
Yeah, it's about how it goes, isn't it? Good job, Phil.
Vader, you're a fucking hero. I don't care what you say.
What happened down there? It seems you got slapped about
Try
there.
and find the ammo bitch position.
Pure spice.
Gates, just bring your section forward.
Because you don't touch the right.
Ah,
Why did you all have to die at the same
go in front.
I know.
Alright,
the
chaps,
point,
listen in. Nice job tonight. I mean, we had very low numbers. Basically, as soon as any section took a casualty, they were combat ineffective, basically. So yeah, good work and good cracking. And thanks for FSG for reinforcing 1-1. Good night. Zeus, anything to say, or you want to leave it to proper debrief?
We have him as square brackets, but yeah.
He can't
He's
hear
not
you.
there.
Find his keys.
Right, index, index, index.
On to
Index, index.
Index off the server.
Uh oh.